road makes this one weary.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place. Please.
Khajiit is ready for any troublemakers. May
May
your road lead
This
you
one
to
needs
warm sands.
a welcome to you, fellow traveler.
Bandits harass the caravan at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off.
May the sun warm your path. Meet the road, the long we travel. Roads of Skyrim. The more this land seems.
We are creatures
Come
of the
and see.
desert. The North if you have come to see our wares, speak to the others. May your road lead you
Yes.
to warm sands.
How can I assist? Please, come and browse our goods.
Khajiit is always watching for thieves and
meets
pickpockets. This Khajiit guards
Yes.
the others.
Come and see what is for sale. May the longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn?
What are you doing that for?
Seems like no looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. Come back.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. I don't... Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
I don't want to see you treat... Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand? Until next time.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing? Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic,
Are you feeling
and don't let
spells
anyone
and
tell you
incantations
otherwise.
for those with the talent to cast them? Until next time.
Why are my spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast them?
If day-to-day operations are my responsibility, which means if you become a problem, you get...
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city, capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already... If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here. You'll end up like a dog.
Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Master, it's your time to do with as you please. But what about those who depend on you so much?
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? The dragon is attacked White.
Sabille Stentor has a No, and keeps himself out. Let's just look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough.
You are free to leave. Address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard. Be careful.
You're new around here.
I'm the attic room, eh?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Are you feeling sick? Lead the way.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age
Need
of
something?
oppression is just about done.
What do you need? Okay, got it.
So
Anything
you're
else?
the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
I've got your back. Let's get going then.
You've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Wimke. Try it again. Breath and focus. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeard and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. We spoke, the same words were used to... You are Ysmir now, a dragon of the... You should focus on honing your voice, and good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. You have learned, but there are many... Finding these lost words would be a sufficient... You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else. Whoa!
Huh?
You're not afraid of me, are you? Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope you're just playing dumb. Good. The whole point of being it was the only... I am not your enemy. I'll explain what, but I had to... I'm part of a... If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell... I shouldn't... You know where to find me when you change your mind. Because the Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. I didn't go to... You ready to hear me out? Like I said in my... I'm part of... If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more... Yes. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might... I knew the Grey... When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeard sent, and not some Thalmor plant. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember you're the only... Can you do it? Can you Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. We remember you're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently. Dragons aren't... They weren't gone. Now something's happening to bring them back to life. And I figured out we're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute, and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove.
What do you need? We heading out? Let's get going.
here. Zil Grotova Ursa. Sled
So you really are... It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? 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 Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of for the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. We used to be but we never found one. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Our Grandmaster, so we fought them in the shadows, all across town. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Our Grandmaster, so we fought them in the shadows. So we fought them in the shadows. The faction, there's no worse enemy to human. The Empire, and now the dragon. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could... Problem is that place is locked up. I'm not... Meet me back in Riverwood. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. Not here, downstairs. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember? The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Oh.
What? Something you're still confused about? What? Something you're still confused about? What? Something you're still confused about?
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore.
Need something? Really? Here's the deal. Don't plan on... Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure... Okay. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore.
Good morning. Really? Here's the deal. Don't plan... Give me what you can't live without. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get?
Bit much going around like that.
Gotta cover your, unmentionables.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. But the only... Which means, when you're ready, you'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? This is no time for... Now do whatever it is you need to do, and let's get going before we miss our chance. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't... Just make sure. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Elowen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is...
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have...
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Please.
Madam
What is it,
Ambassador,
Malborn?
I'm so sorry to interrupt. It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arinthia Red?
I've told you before not to bother me with such
What does a
trifles.
fellow need to do to get
Yes,
a drink
Madam
around
Ambassador.
here?
My apologies.
Ah, pardon me,
We'll have to
friend.
get better
I didn't see you
acquainted
standing
later.
there.
Please.
Allow me to introduce myself. Rosalan, imports and exports by trade. Observer of human nature by Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. My friend, a toast to a beautiful friendship. Of course. Is that... Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
To Elenwen, our mistress.
What are you
I
doing?
speak figures. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her. And although most of you are...
Did you see those rogues
You're on
marching
your
this
own.
morning?
Never should have come here.
But I need that money. I earned it. I had my own expenses, you silence.
Do not presume. You are most useful, but do not presume.
For me.
I won't back down! Guess it's all clear.
Speak quickly.
Can't win this!
Don't die, your master. See you.
Get him off.